The 2020 to 2021 ADVAL Committee, comprised of Dr. Kataya, Dr. Fedigan, Dr. Fran Thompson, Rose Marzanato, Amy Paris, Beth Morrow, and Suzanne Vitaletti, created 2 documents to inform and support all administrators on the new evaluation process this year. This particular document provides a specific state and Milford Public School District guidelines for the evaluation process, including the observation component, goal setting process and documentation, and the family stakeholder goal expectations. The first component, observations of performance and practice, requires a minimum of 2 and 3 informal site visits or observations for administrators based on years of experience in the profession and/or district and previous summative ratings. All administrators complete a minimum of 2 artifact reviews as well. Please read through this and familiarize yourself with the guidelines and expectations, including the definition of what constitutes an artifact. The stakeholder feedback goal focuses on implementing strategies for ongoing communication and engagement with families, including distance learners. The next component, adult learning indicators and goal setting, may focus on components of social and emotional learning, student engagement and/or family engagement, or be a continued focus of practice from the previous year. The ADVAL Committee recommends that administrators focus on SEL as a goal in order to align with the teacher goal setting process. There is a blank goal setting template and samples provided below. The last component, teacher effectiveness outcome, will be omitted this year as summative ratings are waived. The blank goal setting template includes explicit directions for efficient completion as well as samples. Any of the samples below may be adopted and utilized for your convenience with or without modifications. The template mirrors the teacher goal setting template as well. We understand that this is a new process this year for everyone. In an effort to simplify this process, align with teacher goal setting, as well as capture the MPS leadership efforts that already support the guidelines above, the ADVAL Committee recommends that administrator goals be SEL-based using CASEL competencies. Again, your goal may focus on student engagement and/or family engagement, or be a continued focus of practice from the previous year in place of the ADVAL recommendation SEL focus. However, please utilize this blank template so the format is consistent for evaluators. Once completed, whether you are adopting a sample or using the blank template, please forward to your immediate supervisor. The first component is the analysis of baseline assessment. Simply describe what you see here as the needs of your adult learners based on anecdotal observations or committee outcomes, data from surveys or patterns noticed. These are just suggested sources of evidence to support your analysis and identified need. Remember, this is to be succinct. Anecdotal observations of your staff is sufficient. The next section, adult learning goal, can be drawn from the SEL goals by competencies. If you are not focusing on the SEL goals, there are multiple linked resources above to support defining your goal. If you are following the ADVAL Committee recommendations, simply copy one of the SEL CASEL competency goals from here and paste in the box here. The next section, measures of accomplishment, require 2 indicators that support that goal. To support an SEL competency goal, click on the MPS SEL vertical framework for administrators link. Choose 2 indicators that align with your goal. Copy and paste here. In addition, you will write as a result what you will be observing, anticipating the measures of accomplishments will be met. The action steps and benchmarks should take into account HQL, the relationships framework, MPS professional learning opportunities, staff goals and indicators, building-based climate and safety committee outcomes, and/or staff leadership discussions. Please use the samples below to guide your succinct writing. The next component, individual and collaborative professional learning, must be drawn from the 2017 CCT Leader Evaluation and Support rubric. Simply click on the link or the link in the box and copy and paste the domain that you'll be focused on this year. Then copy and paste the indicators from the CCT rubric that fall under your domain here. We recommend no more than 1 to 2 indicators. Identify your professional learning community here, whether it's department-based, grade level-based, and/or building-based. The family stakeholder goal is listed here. You're going to be analyzing the distance learning survey results, which are linked in the MPS resource section above. This survey data supports any goal chosen, whether it's SEL, student engagement, or family engagement. Sample number 1 is focused on self-management and self-awareness. Sample number 2 is focused on social awareness and relationship skills. Again, read through the samples and decide if you would like to use these as a model in order to complete your own goal-setting form using the blank template, or choose one of the samples to simply adopt and submit to your supervisor with or without modifications. Thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact any of the ADVAL committee members.